I have built a Claude Code system that is building me a personal brand on autopilot. I'm going to walk you through how it works and how you can just copy me to do the same for your brand. The first necessary component to allowing Claude Code to help you build your personal brand is for Claude Code to understand who you are. And this is where our philosophy on Claude Code fits in really nicely, because we see Claude Code as the one place where everything about business, work, fitness, health, our personal life, everything is inside of one folder and controlled by AI. This is how we currently live. It knows everything about my macros that I eat every single day, my meals, how much I weigh, my blood work, as well as business, client performance, emails coming in. It knows everything about my life. And because of this, it knows who I am really, really well, and it knows what I can or want to talk about based on all the things going on in my personal life. Which in my case is mainly AI-based content, because all I do all day is AI-based work. But where it gets really interesting is that over time, I've had to create this style sheet which basically replicates how I talk. And because I say about 130,000 words every single month to Claude Code using my transcription, it knows exactly the phrases that I like to use and the ones that I don't. And because of this, Claude Code is a great asset to help me build my personal brand. However, you can't just give Claude Code free reign and just let it roam around and do whatever it wants in your name, because if it's a personal brand, there should be some creative control that you as a person take over what's going on. I am not involved in the specifics. There are a couple approval gates inside of this whole system. The first thing that happens is Claude Code ideates on potential video ideas based on what competitors are doing and based on what's going on in my life. Claude then gives me 100 video ideas which have proven to perform well on other people's accounts, and this is where the first approval gate comes in. I look through these 100 topics and I handpick the ones that actually fit my brand that I want to talk about. Once I give it the approved topics, it then scripts everything out, at which point I review the scripts and the hooks again to make sure that everything aligns, and if I don't like something, I'll tell it and it'll save it to its skill for next time, so that next time I don't need to tell it the same thing again. I then sit down, do my recording session, upload the recording into Claude Code. It runs through the entire process of all the editing, and I review the video before it gets scheduled on my Instagram to make sure that there's no mistakes, no cut errors, to make sure everything looks good, and then it actually goes out and gets scheduled. So while there are still approval gates to make sure that the quality is intact and that my personal brand actually is a personal brand where I have some creative direction, all of the operational groundwork is fully done by AI so that I can focus on the high level stuff. Claude Code edits everything, it cuts everything, it does the B-roll, it creates the entire asset, but I'm in charge of what I talk about and how I talk about it. It took me a while to build this system, and even though I'm in the AI space for 3 years, and I know I'm one of the more advanced people when it comes to building stuff like this, it was still a lot of work to do so. However, you can shortcut the process based on the content that I have on my YouTube channel right here. I would say for me, it was a process over about 1 to 2 months where I sort of came up with the ideas, did all the groundwork, and building everything from scratch is incredibly difficult. What I would do is start with my Claude Code skills for Instagram that I've linked down below in the description. And if you simply download all of these files, there's a ton of different skills there, and then just talk to your Claude Code with a transcription tool, like for example, Glido, which I'll also put a link in the description for. You can just talk to it in free form about your brand, about your content, about your goals, attach these 7 files that I've put right here and tell it, hey, how does this fit into my vision? How can we set up something similar for ourselves? And with that, you're going to be able to shortcut the process. And obviously, as you keep working and as you keep building on top of it, it's going to keep storing context and your preferences over time. Now, let me show you the technical aspects. And if we take a look here at my Content Factory Claude Code session, what I would do for the actual ideation is simply do ideate, and that is it. It would then invoke an ideation skill which has a list of all of my competitors, and it would go through, see what they are posting, see what's currently trending in the space, and based on that come up with briefs for me. Now I already have an ongoing session right here. I'm currently trying to expand my ideation process so I can get more ideas, so I can get more content out and record more. But as you can see right here, this is what a record sheet would look like. It has all the different hooks, it has the script, it has all of the thinking, and it has all of the inputs from the original creator and the video that I'm modeling. It has multiple hooks that it came up with itself. It wrote a script, it fact-checked everything, it put in its own information, it came up with the common call to action and everything else. And this happens fully on autopilot. From there, I then sit down for 90 minutes straight and record 30 short form videos in those 90 minutes, with each of the videos having 3 hook variations plus the script body. During the recording, I obviously need to communicate with Claude Code. So what I'll do is I'll say script 1, hook 1, say the hook 1. Hook 2, then I say the second hook. Hook 3, then I say the third hook. Then I say, okay, and now the body. Then I do the body. Then I say script 2. Hook 1, and so on. So I sort of narrate through what I'm going through in real time. After that recording, I then go onto my machine and I do /raw cut, and I'll say something like, there's a new recording on my SD card for these 30 short form scripts that we just set up yesterday, and I want you to pull them and please chunk it up accordingly. What it will do is it will use the skill for raw cut. It will go to my SD card, get the 90-minute recording, transcribe the whole thing, and it will cut up the 90-minute recording into individual videos. So for video 1, it will have all the mistakes, all the hooks, all the different takes as video 1 as a separate video file, video 2 as a separate video file, video 3, and so on for all 30 videos. So it's going to take the one big recording and chunk it up into smaller ones. At which point it then shows up in this custom dashboard that I have built in the recorded section. Right now I don't have any videos in the recorded section because I already have all of them created, completed, and scheduled out, and my next recording session is tomorrow. But you would see the video here, click on start editing, at which point it would edit the video and it would then show up in V1 complete. And this is the first review gate where I can go ahead and watch the video, and I haven't seen this before, with the b-roll, with the captions, with the music, and take a look. The Understand Anything repo is by far one of the most powerful tools that I've used this year. And it has the full video. I can then either request a fix, or if I'm happy with the video, I can click on Create V2 and V3, which currently I already did with this video. So it's currently building the variations for this topic on getting customers with AI. It then runs through this once I click that button, and it then shows up in the ready section with V2 and V3 ready. Now this means that there are 3 variations now created, with each of them having different color, different music, different hook, all these different things. One of them is mirrored because we want to create unique metadata for Instagram. Let's take a look at these. Claude can do crazy things now. Claude's app lets you add connectors. Stop using Claude without this setting turned on. Claude's app this one setting gives Claude abilities. Claude's app, and in this case, this one setting gives Claude abilities. Claude's app lets you add connectors. In this case, there's a cut mistake after the hook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to request a fix and say the hook is cut off at the end. That's all it takes. I'm going to click on request a fix. As you can see, it's now queued for the fix to be done because it runs through one video at a time. Currently this one is happening, then this one's gonna have a fix, and then this one will. And then once I'm happy with the video, all I do is click on schedule 3 reels. It's gonna tell me when it would schedule it for. I click on OK, at which point it shows up in Metricool as a fully scheduled video. And as you can see, I have all these videos scheduled out every single day. Now, obviously my goal over time is to make the review processes less and less and less and less, but this is a very manageable amount of work for the fact that I'm posting 6 unique videos every single day on Instagram. And I'm also, as you can see, cross-posting to Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok fully on autopilot every single day. Now, obviously, we're not doing this for fun. We're doing this to generate leads and build a proper personal brand, and obviously, at the end of the day, make money from it. So what are the KPIs that I'm looking at? Number 1, in terms of input, I want to post at least 6 videos every single day on Instagram and cross-post them on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. When I say 6 videos, that is 2 topics, with each of the topics having 3 unique variations. Currently, that strategy has led to me gaining 3,200 followers over the past month, and I only just started posting a month ago. And I initially started with 1 topic a day, and then I started bumping up the volume around 10 days ago, where now I'm gaining roughly 150 to 200 followers a day on average. In terms of views, I'm sitting at around 700,000 views over the past month. Tendency as well, again, climbing with views peaking at 118,000 views in a single day recently. And obviously all of these videos have comment call to actions where people comment a specific keyword, which then sends them the resource, at which point what we actually focus on as a business, as our main core business, is having AI appointment setters and building the best AI appointment setters in the world for businesses, putting them into the Instagram DMs to convert people into booked calls. So what happens is, people will comment this, it will check if they fit our ICP, and then send them a follow-up question after sending the resource to actually engage them in a conversation. So every single one of these people commenting on a video like this one will be checked by our AI, and if it's relevant, will be asked the question to start a conversation to qualify them and book in calls to make us money. Because this is the exact system that we sell to clients. We tell them to make content, they go viral. Once they go viral, they get a ton of conversations, they book more calls because they have an AI appointments in the DMs booking calls, and that is a system that we've been selling for 3 years. And building this personal brand fits into that entire system really nicely. In terms of personal time commitment, I would say currently, because I'm building it out and just expanding over time, I'm probably putting in 30 hours a week into this on top of everything else that I'm already doing. But realistically, if I wanted to just cruise and maintain what I currently have and just keep posting 2 topics every single day, aka 6 videos every single day, I could probably get it done in about 5 to 10 hours a week. And I'm looking to drop that down even further by now putting in more time and obviously building out the system in a better, more scalable way so that we can also, as a company, have multiple brands and not just mine. And for the future, I see this improving in a way where less approval gates are necessary, where the editing works faster, where there's less mistakes, where the B-roll gets to the next level and becomes even better in quality. And obviously the whole system as a machine where you can input content, generate leads, and then convert them into calls with our AI appointment setter just keeps building out as an entire system with the cross-posting and ideation and all of those beautiful things. And I see my personal brand right here growing to 100,000 followers in no time if I just keep following the plan. So I'm excited to take you guys along on this journey as well. So subscribe for that if you want to see future videos. And with that being said, if you want to work with us, I've put the link down below in the description. Schedule in a call. Let's see if it's a good fit for us to build you an AI appointment setter or even a custom sales related project. If there's something interesting there and you have an established business already doing revenue, go ahead and check it out and book in a call and let's have a chat. And with that being said, I hope you have a great day and I'll talk to you soon.